You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
For everybody going nuts about me not wanting at my party, it's the same thing if they say no alcohol in the building. Whatever we checking for, it's the same thing as people saying you gotta bring clear bags. It's the same thing when you go in a restaurant and they say no rips in the jeans, no hats on. These people own this establishment, and there's certain things they don't go for. It's the same thing. But now you want to say you're gay. You want to bully people. Y'all fought for gay rights for 20, 30 years. We said nothing. Maybe we should fight for straight rights. You can't even go against. You can't even go against it. If you're not with it, you can't even go against it. Y'all get that offensive. I got real players, real bosses. I mean, football people, NBA people, attorneys, rappers. You know, that's my establishment. If I'm not going for it, I'm not going for it. Simple as that. I don't want nobody licked and tricked. You know, I'm protecting people. I'm protecting a lot of people's reputation. And it's my establishment. Just like when you go to certain restaurants and you can't wear ripped jeans. When you own something, you have the right to set the rules of your establishment. Same thing if you go and see somebody in a prison. Certain clothes you can't wear. Certain things you can't do. This world is out of control. It's sad.
What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. If y'all haven't learned already, Boosie is not the type to back down or care about what backlash he gets. This man been having strong views for damn near 20 years. And when he gets backlash from them views, he don't apologize or change his mind. He says what he says and he means what he says. That's what real men do, right? Whether you face backlash for it or not, if it's something you really feel, then you should stand on it. And I respect people that stand on their decisions. Now, Boosie in the LGBT community, this has been ongoing, I say, kind of beef or squirrel or whatever. Like, this is an ongoing thing. Boosie has said comments in the past where if he has gotten backlash from the LGBT community, and this thing happens every so months or every year or something. He gets backlash from saying something like this. And the crazy part is he has a daughter she's a part of that community, right? So, and even him and his daughter have had disagreements online, public, like feuds online. But Boosie's throwing a party, right? He don't want anybody from that community at his party. Now, he addressed the situation and he doubled down. He compared it to, which is a kind of crazy comparison. It really ain't the same. Comparing like dress codes to someone's sexual orientation, that's kind of, it ain't really the same, right? But I understand and get where he's coming from. I just don't, it's not something I would do, but I understand what he's saying. And what he did wrong, I believe, is saying it publicly. Like, if he wouldn't have said this publicly, there would be no backlash. If he would have just enforced whatever he wanted to enforce at his party or didn't invite whoever he didn't want to invite to his party, we wouldn't even be talking about this. The fact that he made it public, that, hey, y'all, I'm having a party and y'all are not invited. Don't come over here. That's what the backlash from. That's why it's going viral. Now, I do, and recently Boosie had just came out and said that he thinks it's not right that on the Madden 27 cover, the new Madden game, Caleb Williams is on the cover with his fingernails painted, right? For all, like, this is a popular game, and a lot of young, impressionable kids, boys, are gonna buy that game and gonna see this man has his fingernails painted on the cover. Now, do I have a problem with men painting fingernails? No, I don't. But to put it, and this is what I think Boosie has a problem with, and what a lot of straight men and father have a problem with, is it being so blatant. Like, what's the reason? Like, because now you're popularizing and trying to make it normal that men paint their fingernails, when that ain't the case. That's not a normal thing. That's a recent thing that some men have been doing, but it's not a normal thing. For like 10 years ago, if you said, "Oh yeah, he paints his fingernails," you'd be like, "What? Like, why?" You would look at somebody that said that a certain way, or who they were talking about a certain way, right? So pretty much we're telling kids it's okay to do what women do. If you're a boy, or if you're a man, it's okay to do what women do. No, some things women just do, and some things men only do, right? We have different biologies. We're different emotionally, all that. So some things that we do, women are not ever gonna do, because they're not a man. Okay? And me, myself, I have no problem, never had a problem, never did, never had a problem with the LGBT community. I don't care what community it is. I just don't judge people. All right. I'm black. I know how that feels, to be judged just from something that you can't control, or something that you're born with, right? Which race is, right? You can't choose your race. And in my experience, I have been judged by that negatively, right? So I understand how that feels. So I don't ever try to judge or impose what I think on other people, or try to like look down on other people, or put them down for whatever they do. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna let God judge you. That's it. Now, for me personally, does being gay go against my morals, my values, my spirituality, my religion? Yes, it does, right? But it's no difference than any other sin that is in my religion, like stealing, unaliving, not honoring your parents, right? All these things, they're sins, all right? They're sins. And I don't look at anyone different than the other. Now, unless you get into some PDF stuff, yeah, I'll definitely look at that different. That's like on some demonic shit, right? So I get where Boosie is coming from, but I'll just say, if it was me, I just wouldn't have made it public, right? Because I kind of align with Boosie on a lot of the stuff he says. And about this, not about this specific situation, but about the Caleb Williams situation, about the fingernail polish, right? I agree with Boosie on that. But if it was me, I just wouldn't have made it public. I think that's where he went wrong. But shout out to Boosie. I rock with Boosie. Memberships, $1.99 a month. If you do sign up for the membership, I will shout your name out in every video. Shout out to John Paul. Like, share, subscribe. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7